Check my style and see how loud the crowd can get. No nonsense, this is how you need to be living, dude. This is the life we show and prove on each and every move. We need some money, smoking bitches to clear our vision like Visine in the 40 or OE for the IV. So gimme, cause I'm living for the fam and I ain't leaving till I get all that I can and then some.
I see it tatted on your back and your arms, and I'm ecstatic you would get it, though it's killing your moms. I know your pops don't understand, he thinks you're building the bomb, because you sit up in the room and every word you sing along, and it seems every word coming out of your mouth is wrong, and the truth is they don't have a clue what's going on. If they would just shut the fuck up, give me a listen, and they can hear it all in my voice exactly how I'm living.
That's how I live, running on the streets that we live. That's how I live, trying to take as much as I give. That's how I live, planting bad seeds in your kids. That's how I live, don't be acting like you know who this is. That's how I live, running on the streets that we live. That's how I live, trying to take as much as I give. That's how I live, planting bad seeds in your kids. That's how I live, don't be acting like you know who this is. That's how I live, how I live. Tinted windows on SUVs I smoke in, purchased from grandma and words spoken. A hustler, I was born and raised with the knowledge that you gotta do what you gotta to get paid. Game, respect, game. I see you on the grind. Say hard, say passion is mine. 3 of a kind. It's twisted in your boy. Proof from the dirty dozen. This shit was destined to happen. Don't ever say it wasn't.
Please believe it. We sit and rethink it. Spit flames to throw your mind and read it, repeat it. Slim knob, a kind swifty, me pleasy. And that too, it's D-Tweezy twisted. We bees the misfits, keep squeezing biscuits. Street clean the district, this means restricted. Family 9, Amity time. You cross one of them, you cross me, I'm laying you down.
That's how I live, running on the streets that we live. That's how I live, trying to take as much as I give. That's how I live, planting bad seeds in your kids. That's how I live, don't be acting like you know who this is. That's how I live, running on the streets that we live. That's how I live, trying to take as much as I give. That's how I live, planting bad seeds in your kids. That's how I live, don't be acting like you know who this is. That's how I live.
Affiliated with some folks that most of y'all ain't really heard of, that's keeping me secret just like a murder. With blurred vision, I'm undercover like burn victims, with a temper like a pit bull waiting my turn. Shake 'em, licking my chops while you sit in the same spot like street signs while I resurrect the whole
East Side.
That's how I live, and you can love it or leave it, but for you to do what I do, it take a whole life to achieve it.
My cousins from other mothers, like dozens, they brothers of us. Mother that ICP beef and recovered this gang among us. Pocket big as the world, wiping blade is ours. Trying to repair the damages and manage like J and Norm. From West to East, Detroit and East Palm. I'm trying to get back to these local cats, I point to he from. So I'm spitting how I'm hitting in a minute, how I spit it forever. Walked in and let's get it, how we live it.
That's
Let's
how
go.
I live, running on the streets that we live. That's how I live.
This for all my juniors in Newton County, Jackson Lake area. Gordondale.
Shot, brewing up that Mountain Dew, it boiling like a crock pot. Deep out in the southern woods and far away from everything. Out amongst the tombstones, cooking up that hurricane. Take a sip of test and then pour a little on the ground. Soak up in that Georgia clay, and now I'm waiting for the sound. 150 years buried deep in the earth's grip. And soon they gon' be dancing when that cool water hits their lip. Made from the mill out of field, cursed by hoodoo. Water from a well straight out of hell, cursed by voodoo. Stir it up, cook it to the point that it evaporate. 173 degrees, boiling up the dead away.
Sipping on down, sipping around, tipping up another cup and sipping on down, sipping on down, sipping around, tipping up another cup and sipping on down, sipping on down, sipping around, tipping up another cup and sipping on down, sipping on down, sipping around, tipping up another cup and sipping on down.
100 gallons of that rot gut, top stock, ready for the shipping in a heavy Chevy small block. Foot to the floor, riding mean like an outlaw, ducking, dodging roadblocks like boxing with a southpaw. These dark and dusty roads lit by the full moon, coming round the corner, muffler sounding like a monsoon. I got the devil's meanest demons riding shotgun, strapped with a Winchester case they have to pop one. We headed for go to Ness County on the Southern Trail. G-Man a revenue hide on my southern tail. Hang out the window, one blast with the buckshot. Need to get 'em off my ass so that I don't